Hello again everyone, Gang is here of course, and yeah, today we've got another E50M video. We are at Abbey. I'm in a platoon with Dutchman who's in his 263, and yeah, while the battle's loading, I just want to tell you that the interesting part of the battle, like what I really want to show you, is going to be more in the end. So stay tuned until the end. Not at the beginning, it's boring, but that's when I really want to show you some details. Anyway, yeah, I'm going to go on the 1-2 line. I always do that in most, well, in most situations I like doing that because you can shoot the middle, you can fall back, you can push, you can defend the base pretty easily. It's honestly, in my opinion, the part of the map which defines the game normally, so I really like doing that. Yeah, 50B blocks me a bit, blah 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 blah. See, we don't have a lot of tanks here for the moment. Then I see that some more are coming, aka the jackpots on the 1-1, so I move up into this position. Why this position? This position allows you to shoot the middle. If there's no enemy there, you can actually shoot the middle without getting spotted. If there is an enemy there, you can't do that because then you have to stand still for bucks. They can shoot you in the side, so you will get spotted, but you do have a corner to hide behind and stuff. So yeah. So the 90 up here is gets told that he should not appear. And yeah, as it doesn't look like too much is up in the middle and our team is pushing here, I decide to go with them for the moment. Because apparently not a lot of enemies are here. And there's a couple of the most dangerous enemy TTs are on the other side, on the 899. Oh, why not? Yeah, I'll put a shot into him there. Trying to stay safe from the middle. As you can see, I keep turning around. I notice there's an STB there. He's gonna have fun shooting our sides, try to like dissuade him of taking all the shots by shooting him. Apparently I'm still spotted, and there I take 2 shots of damage I really should not have. I'm surprised though that I was still spotted, but yeah, I guess I was. Kappa. Waffle over there, go up, shoot him. Our 50Bs are apparently reloading. I heard a lot of shots, like a lot of autoloader shots not long ago. So I guess that's the case, which means I want to stay a bit more on the defensive until they are reloaded. Now, yeah, right now. Okay, there's 2 enemies here, a mouse and a T-54E1, so they're actually pretty dangerous. Like T-54E1, great autoloader, mouse, hard to kill. And there's 2 enemies up here. The 1-1 is pushing up there, but he's on his own. And right now you saw that, and the 50Bs are reloading still. You saw that I looked there and started to go back. That's because I was scared of that if I went here, they would come around and shoot me in the side without me being able to do anything. So I wanted to go to this corner and kind of defend from there. Then I noticed there's a jackpanther behind us. He's going to be covering this corner, so enemies here are going to be concentrating on him, or not even peeking out. So that means I'm free to move up here. Hopefully. Or normally, or whatever. Now the 1-1, however, does a great mistake here. I don't know, he's meant to be a great player, but he just lets himself get destroyed by the 50B and the TDs.
Enemy armor is damaged.
Put a shot into the 50B.
Target acquired. Enemy is hit.
Take a snapshot
I
on
don't see the target.
yeah, the other guy on the waffle. And then as I still have a T30 and a 7-4 in base, and I really didn't want to risk getting shot at by them, and there's still the mouse down here who's still full life and still a good player. I wanted to go for him. But then I see that the middle is in complete chaos. Dutchman was shouting for help too.
Permission to engage.
So yeah, I decided to
Enemy
just go
armor
back.
is damaged.
50B and the jackpanther should be able to hold for a while, if not even win that fight.
Penetration.
Trying to get some shots on those guys. The bat chat just dropped down. I am spotted. Get a very unlucky miss there on the 3090. And he drops down through the small window over there. So yeah, I decided those guys have to be fine for the moment. I can't really help them. I have to help our base. We're doing pretty well on the 8 line, so that might be our rescue. If they manage to push through and we kind of pincer the enemies in their base or something like that. But right now the battle is really going in the enemy's favor. Trying to get some shots to support Dutchman here. But I'm really scared of hitting him instead.
Penetration.
Get a shot into the Leo. No, that was a really badly aimed shot at the deal there, to be honest. So that one missed. And as you can see, the enemies are kind of splitting up.
Critical hit.
That one was kind of unlucky too. But at least I tracked him, so I'm going to try and... Well, I was going to try and go for a blind shot on him. But as I wasn't pre-aimed and I got spotted, I decided it wasn't worth it. So, yeah. Now, as the enemies were kind of splitting up, I guess that some of them would go and defend or rape our 8 line from behind. Some of them would maybe come at us from behind. And the rest would probably cap. So, something like that was going to happen. I decided to just defend the base. Use this balcony here. There's a Leo. He's going to... I saw him come for me. He saw that he could try and get around me on the side. So what I did is I went backwards sideways, forcing him to ram me. And I'm a lot heavier than a Leopard. I weigh around double the weight. So that ram allowed me to take him out without taking too much damage. I only took like 500 damage in the process, doing 810 damage to him there. So yeah, you have to be very careful, and sometimes you can, you know, if you manage to find the right engagements, get that kind of awesome rams, which can really help you out, even in slower tanks. And this. Now I noticed that our Jack Panzer and what's that other guy? Oh yeah, and the 50B, which was remaining, I think, died on that flank, and I know I had enemies behind me. I had no idea if they were gonna push this way or what they were gonna do right now. This battle is, let's be honest, more or less lost, although there is still a small chance to win, but it's kind of microscopic. Basically, the 50B managed to clear up the 8 line with a mouse, magically, somehow. I don't know how. They might have a chance to win. Spot the 704 behind me. Take a snapshot. Go forward. He bounces me. I get shot in the side by the STB. So I know I can't stay here anymore. I will get shot in the side. So I go at him. Guess he's still reloading and take a snapshot. Okay, now with that done, that's another enemy I defeated in a one-on-one, which is pretty cool. There's still, well, the T-30 and T-5041 got spotted recently defending the base against our mouse. However, the enemy mouse has not been spotted in a while, so it's very possible that he will come pretty soon from where the 704 came to. Trying to see if I can get any spots on these guys anywhere here. And all the mediums, which might be anywhere really. As the STB shot me, for example. There's the mouses. I remember getting shot on the side by the STB here earlier, so I go forwards. And I'm gonna try and use this rock. Now the mouse one-shots me and I need 3 shots for him. So it's not really the best engagement condition. Especially as I can't run. Now, look at this. Lower plate through the Leopard wreck. He did not expect that. At first I saw his upper plate. I waited and waited and waited until I saw the lower plate. Then I load heat, go for a snapshot on the turret. He answers my snapshot with a shot of his own, which however missed me. So that means I have a short window where I can go for him. And I go forward to take the smallest shot I have and take it. Now there's a 62A, he's on 600 HP. Now he just shot me. And then he starts going back. Now, right now, what am I thinking? Wait. Okay, right now, what am I thinking? That 62A has 600 HP, I'm a one-shot. At the beginning of the game, he mentioned like "Hello Genghis" or something, that he watches my stream. So that means he might be scared of me. So that means that he's either falling back, just to load a heat round, for example, or repair a module, or I don't know what, just, you know, doing that. In which case, he would probably be back in, like, right now. Otherwise, if a guy falls back like this, well, he has obviously the advantage, even if I'm in a not too bad position. He shoots faster, he needs only 1 shot for me, I need 2 for him, etc, etc. It probably means he's going to try and come from behind. So as he doesn't appear, I stay in a position where I could probably spot him for a while. Then when I'm pretty sure he's not going to come from that side, but from the other side, I turn around. And that batchet says, wow, they are actually afraid. And I was thinking the exact same thing right here. Now someone is capping, it could be the 62A actually. Although it would probably be a bit too fast for him. I check here if there's a T-5041, for example, keeping up on me. Gonna check the same thing here. Keep an eye out all around me, trying to find out where the enemies are. Basically limiting their routes of approach. There's a 90.
Penetration.
So 90 is lowish penetration. I need to keep angling, but I should not over angle because then he will be able to penetrate my side.
We're
However,
done for.
just
Everyone
before I
get
could kill
out.
him, the 5041, who actually went through the middle because he came from here, so he went all the way around and came up and came after me, got me in the side. So yeah, basically what I wanted to show you in this replay, I didn't carry or anything, but I did my best. Wasn't enough. But what I wanted to show you is kind of how to read your opponent's mind, how to stay aware of the minimap. Having XVM minimap mode to show you when the enemy was last spotted, where the enemy was last spotted, is very useful. But don't forget that's not everything, guys. You have to at least have a basic idea of when he got last spotted there, or if you still think he's in that position. For example, if he does a kill or something, and how fast he is, how quickly he's going to be able to get to you. I mean, that T30 was last spotted there like 3 minutes ago. He could be everywhere in the map right now. Like, he could literally be over there. And that's the kind of stuff you should always try and be aware of. If the T30 got spotted there 5 seconds ago or 10 seconds ago, you probably have around 40 seconds until he is a threat to you, taking these positions we are at right now. However, if it was 2 minutes ago, you have to be really careful and keep checking the routes of approach he could be using, or is most likely to be using, to be sure he's not coming. And that's kind of stuff you have to be aware of. And also like reading your opponents, knowing the reloads, knowing the advantages and disadvantages you have over them, both tank wise and maybe even skill wise or computer wise, because I'm not going to lie, FPS and ping do modify how you can play, for example when taking snapshots. Yeah, that's basically that. And of course trying to read your opponent's mind. What are they doing? Why are they doing that? Like, what are they trying to think? And thus guessing what they're doing. And yeah, that kind of always helps, right? Hope you guys enjoyed this, even if it wasn't a magical win. Let's have a short look at the post-game stats. So yeah, I only got a second class mastery badge. I did get a high caliber and some whatever stuff. But I got 1000 raw experience doing 6530 damage and picking up 3 kills in the process. I managed to bounce 1620 damage, which is pretty average to be honest in any E50M. Just kind of what's it dangled about, being able to bounce on. And also I didn't really relocate a lot on the map. I did keep driving, which is pretty important to be honest. Well, no, it's not driving which is important, it's driving to the important positions, changing position, angling, going forwards, going backwards, always keeping the advantage, giving me 3.15 kilometers traveled, I guess. And yeah, I earned 10,000 credits in the end in a defeat using chocolate, so that's not too bad. Otherwise, yeah, guys, I really want to say thank you to all of you for reaching 1,000 followers on Twitch yesterday night, and that's really awesome. For those of you who haven't, check out my Twitch channel, of course, and of course leave me a like, follow me on YouTube, and maybe share these videos with your friends or on Twitter or wherever you want, or with your clan mates. That also works to get me some support. See you next time. Bye bye.